Welcome to this new section, and today we are going to discuss about external style sheets. But today, before we get to the external style sheet, we are going to discuss about the horizontal rule. There is horizontal rule, and we want to make it a bit good because when you look at it in the page, it is not very sound. So we want it to make it good. And remember, this one is how we do it. This is a drop down. Those who may forgot. And when you come here, we'll go to git bash. You click on git bash. Then you open the project, and then you say code space and dot or period, and then you enter the key. You actually click enter key, or you hit the button enter key. Now this is what we have. What we need to do here is simple. We want to affect our horizontal rule. And remember, you can also use this terminal. You can use this terminal in VS Code to do the same function that is being done by the PyCharm. Don't ask me why I've kept you so long before I let you know this. That was because in the future, when we shall be learning about Python programming, we shall be using the PyCharm for those lessons. So don't think I did that to make you tired or to make you have long process. It is best because we are going back here to the PyCharm and do a lot of work with that tool. Actually, it's IDE tool. So we can come here and this is also a break and drop down, and then you choose the git bash and you click on the git bash, and when it comes in like this, you just type python manage.py run server, python manage.py run server, and yes, you come here and you follow the link. Look, the horizontal rule is not fileable. Why? Control S and refresh. Yes, our horizontal rule is not professional. It's so much in this page. So we want to make it somehow good before we proceed, and to separate it very good, like dash dash, and then or small circles which are not occupying their website. So how do we do that? Let's get started. Okay, now let's open this and target to what we need. And our case, it is horizontal rule, and we want first of all to make it white. So background color, we give it white, or we use the Xcode and we give it FFF FFF. It's same as white. Then you can use Word or you can use this one. Now this one is going to give us, it should give us the line to be white. When you refresh, nothing is done. Why is that? Every website, it has design and has got pre-designed CSS. What is that? This web page has got their style, and elements have got their own style even before you style them. So that's why when you look at this line, it is styled initially. So this what it means. When you look at this display of horizontal CSS, it is displayed block, margin top, margin bottom, margin left, and all that. But look at the border style. The border style is inset, meaning it was set to be inset. And when you look at keenly, you see as if it is embedded. So when we look at it like keenly, let me do zoom. Let me zoom in so that you can see what I'm saying. Let me say 500k and look at this now. You can see when you look at it keenly, you see it is embedded. So embedded here, it means it was set. Even none of us set that. It was set like that by the browser itself. So there is nothing that is default of CSS in the web page. So therefore we see that, okay, and we can now set it to null. We can now set it to null. Let me zoom out to 100. Yeah. Now let's look at our CSS again and overwrite this style that is coming with the web page, and we overwrite it by just say border style none. We are setting it to nothing. We set border style to none, border style to none. And when you set the border style to none, we can now control S and come here, refresh, and it has disappeared. And why is that? There is nothing now. We had at least a line, but now it's not there, no line at all. This because when you look at here and when you look at any website, this is a div like. This is a box. It's another box. So those box actually in every kind of thing that is found in the website is inside the box, and that box must be there where the any element are put in h1 paragraph air horizontal rule. All elements are put within the box. So for ours, when we have set the style to none, it has also affected the border width, which is 1 pixel, because there is no, the box is now in default. So what we do, we can increase the size of box with some height. For example, let's give the box or this thing that is containing this horizontal line some height, and we say the height, we can give it the height of, let's say, 2 pixels. Control S and we come here and we refresh. Yeah, you can see now we have some space which is white, we have some line which is white, and therefore we can still do something else that is white, no border. So we don't what we can say dash, we can use the border which is dashed, we can use the border which is dotted, we can use any border, but for now it is none but background white. Okay, what we do, let's say our border dotted, let's say border style dotted, border border style uh, say border width, border style, let's say dotted, control S and come here and refresh. Can you see? It's massive. It's massive. It's massive. Massive. Let me decrease this a bit, like 200. Can you see? It is the border is dotted all through. Look here. Remember we said the border width is 1 pixel, and this 1 pixel means border width 1 pixel means top and bottom 1 pixel, left and right 1 pixel. So as a box is a triangle, and any box is triangle inside, which we have said should be white, which is background. So here we say that this upper, it is 1 pixel width, and the bottom is 1 pixel width. Then we have the left 1 pixel, and the right and the left 1 pixel, 1 pixel width. Now that is the box having bottom right and bottom and right, top, right, bottom, and left. Let's go back here, and if we want, as this is not good, even it is not looking good because that dot are so massive. So we can do this by, let's say that border width I can show you uh, another way of doing it. But let me just use this one we had here. So the border style is none. What if we say that means all four sides is none? What if we said top and bottom none, uh, and and right dotted. Let me do this because I can confuse some of you. Let me do this that and not confuse anyone. Let this remain because of specificity. When you look at this dotted line, it is more than this one. So this is just general. This is giving details. So let's control S and see what is going to happen. Control refresh. You see, there is here, there is here. In between has got disappeared. So we can now go and say bottom. Let's say this one stand for bottom and top and bottom. This one. So we want one line, either top or bottom, to be dotted. So we just say top and bottom dotted, top and bottom dotted, then left and right none, like that. And then we say Control S. Come here, refresh again. You see, top and bottom dotted, right and left none. Then let's go and then we finish up this one. And we say that now top and bottom dotted, right and left none. I want us to say only top, but only top, only top we need it to be dotted. So we hand none here. And this none is for we are saying top dotted, right and left none, and bottom none. Let's say save and look at it and refresh. And yes, you can see now this is a one line, straight line. After we have seen them, all thing is inside the box, and the box has got four sides: top, bottom, right and left. And we have said that border to none, there is none border there, and we have specified the border style to be dotted. And this border style which is dotted, we have border style dotted at the top, then right and left. This just one none stand for right and left. Let it be none, and the other one, this one for that one, it is standing for the bottom. At the bottom, we are saying let it be none. We can also say for clearer, we can say top dotted, right and left none. Top dotted, right none, bottom none, and left none. Those are four sides now, and we can also see whether it is correct by controlling and save. So right, there is no difference. So it's upon you to use one which you find it is best for you. And we can also delete this one because this is just refresh, and there is no problem. So we can also because you have already understand, let me go by the top, right, and bottom, and bottom. No, sorry, top, right, and left, and then bottom. Let me go with that. So that is how it is. You can also use this one. You can also use this one, border style. Border style. You can also use border style top. Border border top dotted, and then comment out this one, and you control S, and when you come here, you refresh, there is no change. So it's upon you. All those ways are all good. So you just choose one that suit you the best. You just take one which you find it's good for you, and let's continue and do something else here. When you look at this, it's so wide, and this background color is not making good. It's making us feel guilty. So we can we can uh, we can also do away with this background, so that we can leave us with something that is no background. Yes. Now, when you look at this one, it is so long. We want to cut it short, and you can cut it short by using another property of CSS known as width. Width, let's say 200 pixels. Draw S and refresh. See, it has become a bit smaller. You can also, apart from using this one, you can also use 100, whichever the pixel you wish. You see, or you can also use percentage. Like if you don't want to use this one width, you can use percentage. As percentage means it will take that percentage of the viewport of the entire screen that is under view. For example, you can say 30% or 20% of our screen. That line should take 20% of our screen. Control S to save changes and refresh. Get that is 20% of the total screen. Now I want also to change the color of the style. Border style. Border width. Border width, I can say border width, let's say border width of 50 pixels. Let's see how those dots look like. So massive, big, so big. So this is extremely big, and it's black. So we can say something like 10 pixels. Control S and refresh. 10. Black also. The black is not good. Let's change this color first of all, and this color should be Control C and Control V. Then you get 5. Get gray. Let's see. Let's use the gray, and gray is that with Control S, and then the gray is not responding. The color is not responding. Border color, border width, sorry, border color, gray. Control S and refresh. Yeah, it's good now. Now let's make it a bit let's take 10% of the width of the screen. Let's see how it look like. Good. And also we reduce this size to 5 pixels. Control S to save the changes. Go to the Chrome and refresh. And yes, that is good. Let's also say this one, reduce it to 5%. Control S and refresh. Good. So that is a bit good. When you see it is separated by dot dot dot, it is quite well. Let's zoom out to 100%, and yes, you can see now that is a presentable. It is presentable, and the section is being defined in the right manner. So that is how I was to tell you about today, the boxes within the page and the pre-style pre-style website that comes automatically. So please make practice. I will share the links, and I was and advised not to share a lot of link in the description in the YouTube. So what we do is we shall be you will be finding all the links in our group, WhatsApp group. So and my website. So because there is no limitation in how many links you can share in my website, and there is no limitation in how many links you can share in the WhatsApp group. So if you have not yet get to that and you want to continue with this course with a lot of references, you can also request for me to hand you to the group, and my number is this one for the group. Let me show you my number. My number is 07 169 16 128. That's my WhatsApp number. If you want to join, you can inbox me with this number. I hand you to the group. I hand you to WhatsApp group, because most of the links you're not been getting from now henceforth in the YouTube description, but you can always contact me through this number 0716916 and for any assistance I can be helping you. Welcome. And this number, remember, it is only for WhatsApp, not calling, not text, because when you do such thing you not get me. Thank you and welcome. Let's continue and feel good. Meet you next time to now start about the external CSS. Actually, in here we shall take the CSS out of the HTML and set it aside as standard and connect it now to HTML in very simple way. Meet you then. Goodbye.